you very much. I'd like to say, first of all, how very pleased I am to be here in this wonderfully spacious Wimbledon arena here in London, where within a few weeks some of the greatest names in world tennis will be playing for the greatest prize in sport, money. I'm here today as a representative, and I don't think that's too strong a word, of Her Majesty's government to declare our unswerving support for whatever it is you're supporting here today. This is, in fact, my first visit to a hovercraft, and it's been of tremendous interest to one whose knowledge of coal mining has been confined to one or two brief visits to Jodrell Bank. Only last week I visited another prison in North Wales, and there as here found the same spirit of cooperation between parents and teachers which I believe to be vital to an integrated transport system in our docks today. In fact, one of the pupils I spoke to said that the new flats were the quietest he'd ever flown in, and the new operating theatres are evidence, if evidence is needed, that Britain's fishing fleets are more than ready for the space age. Believe me, this signal box is not just a breakthrough in crime prevention technology, it is a tribute to the lorry drivers and ballet dancers who have pioneered hydroelectric man-made fibers in our press-button telephones today. So before I declare these magnificent toilets open, I say to you all, fearlessly and frankly, long live Britain's bakers. May they continue to entertain us with the finest transistors since vertical takeoff aircraft replaced computers as our main source of food. Let us indeed save the whales, but let us not save them for too long. Thank you. Are there any Tories here today? One at the back there. Would you pass it back? And now a word from our ecological correspondent. Hello. I am very disturbed, as you can probably tell, by the threat posed to plankton by the existence of enormous sodding great whales. Now, I'm not talking about one or two plankton. I'm talking about 64 million per gulf. That means that despite the courageous efforts of the Russian and Japanese governments to limit the number of plankton eaters in our seas, that in the time it takes Margaret Thatcher to do her hair, 640,000 million plankton have become whale snack somewhere in the world. Let me quote from a book on the subject. I can tell you're interested. The baleen whales, and they're the worst offenders, swim through vast shoals of plankton with their mouths open. What sort of battle is that, eh? What sort of epic struggle of the deep? Imagine the scene. You're swimming along on a Sunday morning with 83.5 million friends, doing nothing but making oxygen, when out of the west comes an 80-foot baleen whale with its mouth open. Not even hungry, just formless. Whoop! 100 million gone, and he hasn't even started his breakfast. This is why I'm here today, to reveal to you the foundation of a new organisation, SLOP. SLOP stands for Save Lots of Plankton, and it's an international ecological organisation based at my flat or my mother's if I'm out. This next week will be Plankton Pride Week, the culmination of which will be a huge gathering of plankton at the Royal Albert Hall. Come early and bring microscopes, especially if you're sitting at the back. Let's send the message out to the whales loud and clear. Stick to someone your own size. Let's show the world 6,000 million, billion, trillion plankton. Can't be wrong. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough of that. The birthday celebrations continue with the IDJ dancers and a welcome please from Mark Mondesir, Ernest Mockley, Harry Beckett, Steve Williamson, and the one and only, the fabulous, I just met him in the toilets, Courtney Pine!